Britney Spears is a New York Times documentary that has just premiered in the US and has caused a lot of kind of ripples in the water media-wise. Basically this all-female documentary crew set out to find out how Britney had been treated kind of at her very worst when she had a very public breakdown in 2007, and frankly before that too, when she had a very public breakup with Justin Timberlake. And frankly the news was not good. She was not treated very well by anybody, and in discovering kind of a lot of the footage, they also found themselves in the knee-deep in the Free Britney movement, which is a more recent event in her life, and its supporters basically wanting her to get break free of her conservatorship that her father has held over her since 2008, so now 13 years. So there's a lot of clips in this documentary, and the hero is Craig Ferguson, believe it or not, a late night talk show host who's no longer on late night, but when she had her breakdown, shaved her head, attacked a paparazzi with an umbrella, he said that night's show, "I'm not going to tell any Britney Spears jokes. My place is not to attack the vulnerable," and I think it's gone a little too far in the media what we've done to this woman. And then there's villains too, villains being Diane Sawyer questioning her about what she did to Justin to make them break up, and basically Britney burst into tears. She's a very young woman at this point, she's probably in her early 20s. People like Justin Timberlake don't come off very well. He basically wrote a whole song and a video about their breakup called Cry Me a River, in which he uses a Britney Spears look-alike, and kind of the suggestion was she broke his heart. And in subsequent interviews he does not come off as a gentleman, let's put it that way. And then very famous people, Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, Valerie Bertinelli have all gone on social media to show their support for Britney Spears, and the hashtag is often Free Britney, so they seem to also be behind this movement to get her from underneath this conservatorship. Well, the interesting thing about this documentary is that Britney Spears herself was not interviewed. The documentary filmmakers said they asked. They don't know if their request ever made it to her, given this conservatorship. And none of her immediate family, her father, her mother, any of her close kind of group of friends were interviewed, other than her former assistant, Felicia, who says some quite revealing things. But Britney has come on Instagram in recent days and said, "Nobody knows what it's like for anyone except for those behind the lens themselves." So she seemed to be commenting on the documentary without really coming out and saying it. In the meantime, she had a MGM Park residency planned. She canceled it in 2019. She has been saying through various people that she doesn't want to tour as long as her father is in charge of her conservatorship. So I think once that is resolved, it's going to court, I think, as early as this week, but it could take months or years. I don't think we'll see her touring again. That doesn't mean she can't go into the studio and make music. She has said at this time in her life, in this most recent Instagram post, that she wants to take a little break and learn, she said, to be normal again. Certainly there seems to be this movement, a collective movement, to get Britney Spears in charge of her own life again. She's 39 years old, she's a mother, she has a very supportive boyfriend who, excuse my language, recently called her father a dick, and there seems to be a lot of support behind her right now. Now is the time for Britney, I think. Let us know what you think of what's been happening on Facebook and Twitter, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel.